Seven-time All-Star, five-time All-NBA forward LaMarcus Aldridge has announced his retirement. 35-year-old recently felt the effects of an irregular heartbeat. Nets general manager Sean Marks released this statement saying, quote, "His health and well-being are far more important than the game of basketball. We know this was not an easy decision for him. We wish LaMarcus, Kia, and their family much health and happiness going forward." With that, welcome to Game Time. I'm your host, Chris Miles. That is Dennis Scott. I don't call you that very often, but today we're starting the show with a very serious topic. LaMarcus Aldridge retires amidst those health concerns. So 3D, here's a quote from the New York Times from LaMarcus Aldridge. He said, "One of the scariest things I've experienced after having an irregular heartbeat last Saturday versus the Lakers." That's what he had to say about his health condition. When you hear that and you think of a player at 35 years old and having the scariest moment of their life on the court and thinking about your post-playing career and how you've had a great life since, it makes all the sense in the world that he's hanging it up.
Well, it puts everything in perspective. As much as we love this game has been so good to so many of us, but at the end of the day, if you don't have your health, you don't have your happiness, you're not feeling good about yourself every day, how do you feel like you can go, put your best foot forward going to work? So when the story hit last night, I felt for LaMarcus and his family, but also for him to understand, this morning, to understand that that basketball, since we've been a little kid, Chris, has always been a dream. Then that dream comes true, and then something like health can put everything back into perspective. So for him, I'm happy that that you found out, you talked to your doctors, and now you made the right decision for you and your family.
Was with Brooklyn just 5 games, but was playing 26 minutes a night, was a contributing player on this team. It doesn't feel as if it's some side story about basketball. We believe him on his health concerns, and this is not at all a basketball issue, and we wish him the best of health.
I'm glad you said that, Chris, because I think a lot of people were wondering that for a while, because since the trade, leaving Portland, I think we all would agree we didn't see the same spirited, LaMarcus Aldridge, the same all-star, the same guy that was putting up those huge numbers in Portland. So we asked ourselves, was he not really a Spur way, so to speak? Was he part of that Spurs culture? I just didn't see the same love for the game. So when the opportunity came to be a free agent and to go to Brooklyn, that's the first question I asked you last week when we talked about it. Does he still have love for the game? Does he still have that zest to want to go out there and play at a high level like we've seen? So now to come out and say, no, this is more about his health, not the game, to your point, is a different conversation.
And when you get to this point in your career, you think, what's my best opportunity to win a championship? It seems as if he was in the place for that, so we have to make sure we address that as well.
No question about it. And I think we have to say it again. When he was with the Spurs, I think we all would agree we didn't see that same guy. So we question, did he still love the game of basketball? But when this comes out, there's no question health is more important.